What are the odds we actually finish this video?
We will.
You think so?
She knows.
Exactly. That's why we probably won't. She knows. Oh yeah, she knows. How's your cheese?
I'm back on the cheese.
How is it? I can't believe I had a dream about my water bottle. That's how you know I just like the bigger openings. Cause the fact that it's not big enough is actually like it's a problem.
Is it?
I just can't chug it enough. Like I have to drink it like this. And I'll be like, pause. That looks so. Pause. No homo.
That's why the straw is good, because you can chug with a straw.
No, it comes out so slow.
No, it doesn't. Let me chug it.
Plus, then I really look sus if I'm out here playing with straws, sucking on them at the gym. Yeah, look, those are not big enough gulps. The only gulp I heard was the first one.
Yeah, because I don't gulp loudly. You gulp loudly.
That sounds like you've been waiting to say that for so long.
No.
Okay. How's the cheese? Good?
Yeah.
Good. Should we get straight into it?
Yeah.
I got some good questions.
Okay, let's go.
You're like cute. You know, it's normal. Okay, the very first one. Do you ever regret having a kid young, even if it's just for a moment?
Yes. For a moment. I think that's like the honest truth. Like, I don't think
Set the cheese down.
I don't know. I was actually talking to Brittany about this yesterday. Is I don't know where my life would have gone or where it would be if I didn't have a kid young. Because like I don't see myself traveling. I don't see myself going to school. The only thing I ever saw was starting a family.
That's true.
So this is the only thing I see happening. But sometimes I'm like, oh, you know, it would have been nice at times to still not have to, you know, revolve my day around keeping a little human alive, and I just can wake up and, you know, do whatever. Sometimes that would be nice. So it's like for split moments, but I never regret having her. Yeah. That's my solid answer.
Good answer.
I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on that.
What do you think my answer is?
I think that it's similar to mine.
Yeah, I think my answer would be yes as well. I think it would be weird. I mean, with everything in life, you kind of always do have the what if in mind. So do I ever regret it for a moment? 100%, especially like a couple of weeks ago when we were going through that really tough spell. But I think I always snap out of it, because when I do regret it, typically it's like, oh, are we too young? Do we know what we're doing? Are we lost? Are we doing it right? But then I always think it's like, it's our first time doing this.
Yeah.
Regardless of if I'm 24 or I'm 30, it's still going to be the first time.
Yeah. And
right?
it's still going to be just as hard.
Exactly. It will still be just as hard. So that's typically what helps me like snap out of it.
That's
and
a
I'm
good
like, you know
point.
what? It doesn't really matter. But also, like I told you about this, like whenever I'm like, oh man, I don't know about this. Like the newborn stage is definitely very, very hard. The stage we're in is definitely very, very hard. But then I think about the moment when she's like 3 years old, and like she's like 5 years old, and she's like 10 years old.
And there's like more of those like interacting moments with her, and like she remembers those things.
Like you just get to do things.
Yeah.
And like she's
Go out,
actually doing them with you. Like I was telling you about getting Slurpees, picking them up from school, taking them places. Like when I think about those moments, I just literally light up. So like whenever I have my regrets, I'm always like, hey, it's only gonna be hard. Well, it's always gonna be hard, but like this hard stage of crying all the time, no sleep, being tired, is only for like the first 3 years, even if it's the first 5 years, even if it's the first 10 years. That's still so micro compared to like a whole human's lifetime. So I'm like, even if we're gonna struggle through it for like the first 10 years, it's whatever, cause it's just the upside is just such an upside.
You know, when I think about it, you're such like a toddler past parent.
Yeah,
like
100%.
I just see you being the best. You're not that you're not a good parent now, but it's
I agree,
it's hard.
I agree.
It's like you're a parent, but like you're just taking care of a human. You know,
Yeah,
once
that's
they're like,
literally what it is. Yeah,
once
we're
they're
babysitting.
like, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it feels like. And
Yeah.
once they have their own personality, you dress them, they do activities. That's like where the fun begins.
Yeah, once you
and that's
engage
where
with
I
them.
see you thriving.
Same. Like I generally think like I'm so excited. Like there's never a doubt in my mind if we'll be good parents ever.
Yeah.
Ever, 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 ever.
Ever?
Ever. Like ever, forever, ever.
Ooh.
What song is that? I don't know. I think it's a Kanye song. He might be canceled, so we might have to cut that out. But no, like yeah, the regrets definitely do creep in, especially like. I don't know any specifics, but yeah, times do get tough, and like with everything you do have the moment of regret, the moment of did we mess up? Should we have done something different? But
I know sometimes when I think about how literally just last week when I went to Costco, and I'm like, in the past, if I forgot my wallet, I would have just driven home, and there would be nothing about it.
Yeah.
But I literally get there. I'm like, okay, she's asleep. I can't take her out of the carrier to put her in the stroller. Then I have to put her, and it's just like
it's a whole process.
It's a whole process that you can't just go to the store, come back, go this, come back. It's like unload, load. Like it's just double the amount of time. So sometimes like, oh, it'd be nice to not have to do this. But literally now, anytime you got to bring them, like until they're old enough to stay home by themselves. That's years away. So
I feel like what you said about your plans, you don't know how it would have been without her.
Yeah.
Is such a good point though, because I think that's the main determining factor. Because even with myself, like if she wasn't here, I think we would still be doing this exact same thing. Like I don't think having her has derailed my life in any way.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I was planning on being single and being in my whole phase and going out every single night.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that I do now, staying at home on a Friday night watching basketball, chilling with you, is what I would want to be doing anyways. So that's probably why I don't regret it as much, because I'm like, this is a life that I want anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, where would what's the purpose? I don't know what my purpose would have been. Now I feel like my purpose is to be a mother. So I don't really know what my purpose
It's always been. You've always said it was.
Yeah.
It just wasn't actionable.
Yeah.
Or you weren't able to act on it, but now you are able to every single day act on your purpose and become better at your purpose. Which you've been doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great question.
Great.
That was a good one.
Thank you. Chat. Question number 2. What's something you've struggled with as a young parent that no one really talks about?
I think, do you have something on the top of your mind to answer this one first?
I would say for me, it's genuinely the struggle with the not knowing if we're doing something right.
That's a great answer.
In a way, which quick little plug for the Notion page, the guide we just created.
Yeah.
In the description, if you're a first time young parent, 18 to 25, link in the description. We have a Notion guide that has what to expect for every single month, struggles and everything. But in there as well is this normal section. And I feel like that's my main struggle, because I obviously don't want to do it wrong in a way, which there probably isn't a wrong, well, there is a wrong way, because some kids turn out to be murderers, so that's probably the wrong way. But
murderers.
Yes, that's the wrong way of raising a kid.
Yeah.
But not the little things, like even with her head shape.
Yeah.
It's like, is this normal?
Yeah.
Are we doing something wrong?
Did we do something wrong for it to happen?
Yes. And it honestly probably comes from just fearing judgment in a way. Because for example, with her head shape, if I'm being completely honest, like me personally, I wouldn't think it's a big deal. In fact, I would probably think it's funny when she's older or whatever, something to make joke about, something to give you personality. It's like if you have a disability, it's something that can give you a little bit of personality. But it's like, what if by us doing this wrong, she ends up being the one having to deal with it? Yeah. Because to us, it could still be whatever, but to her, she's the one having to deal with this.
That's
right?
True.
So like, that's always my biggest worry, and why I want to make sure it's perfect, so that we don't, in a way,
do her wrong
when she had no saying in it, right? So I just want to be the best representative for her and make sure that we always have that in check. So thinking there is this normal question is such like especially, I don't even know if it's a first time parent or just a young parent thing, but yeah, there is this normal, I think is my always biggest struggle that I didn't think I would have to deal with enough. But I think that might be my long, not direct answer. I don't know if I answered the question, but that's my
Wait,
answer.
can you tell me what the question is again?
What's something you've struggled with as a young parent that no one really talks about?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think just as the days go on and things happen, like, oh, why isn't she going to sleep? Or why are others babies sleeping through the night? Like things like that.
Yeah.
It's like, am I doing this right? Is there a right way to do it? Is there a wrong way to do it? Or is it just the whole thing that literally every baby is different and you can't compare it to other kids? So I think that's, yeah, what I struggle with as well is just, am I doing it right?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Okay. How has becoming parents so young changed the way you see yourselves and each other?
You can't see her, but she's like this.
Cute little thing.
You need to read it again.
Yeah. How has becoming parents so young changed the way you see yourselves and each other?
Wow.
I think for ourselves, I definitely feel like a sense of accomplishment. Like even when we go to church or we're out and I see like older parents and I see what we're accomplishing at such a young age, there definitely is that cockiness and like raise in status. I definitely feel that. For myself, not much past that because like I said, her hasn't really derailed anything. Like I've always seen myself as to be very respectful, make sure I'm in check, whatever. But each other though, I think how I see you has changed a lot.
Really?
Yeah, like I think I've always appreciated you and I've always known you be a good mother. But seeing you on a day-to-day basis, seeing how you carry yourself, how you handle different situations, seeing you as a mother, especially because you know how I feel about my sisters and my mother, right? Like I think being a mother is such an important role, like an important role. So like that bar has always been set so unfairly high. Like I think that was the issue with my previous relationships is that I think my bar has always been unfairly high, right? I'm admitting that it's unfair, but I think you've not only met that bar but surpassed it. So like to me, just getting to love you in this way, and seeing you, not you haven't even fulfilled your potential yet, but just seeing you grow, because like you said as well, I think this has been your purpose all along. Cause it's like, in a weird way, it's like when I was trying to get you to do the ad read yesterday, and you were like, I just feel stupid. It's not because you're stupid. It's because it's not you. It's not meant to be you. Like I said, it's my thing. So me being able to do it and you not being able to do it doesn't mean I'm smarter than you. It just means that's not your thing. So like seeing you in another situation when you weren't a parent, it doesn't really do you any justice. But seeing you in this situation where you're able to be yourself and shine, when you're able to use your best attributes, your best benefits, like seeing you in your best moments has been incredible. So how I see you has definitely changed 100%.
Wow. That was a beautiful answer. I don't even have anything to like say. Your answer was just too good for me to even have an answer.
No,
We'll just move on.
You plead the fifth. Okay. What else? How has your relationship been tested since having a baby, and what helped you stay strong?
Ooh. This one, I think, tested. How has our relationship been tested? Just like when certain things go on and I want to do it one way and you want to do it another way, but we have to compromise and know that it's not just for us, but it's for a whole child, has definitely, it's been hard for sure because, we can't just be like, well, whatever, we'll just kind of
Brush past
that, because at the end of the day, we have to do what's best for her. So we can't just let it go. We have to push through it. We have to talk about it. So that's definitely, not that we can't do it because we literally have been thriving at it, but it's definitely been a challenge and tested us in ways for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it definitely has. What do you think about how it has helped us stay strong, or how we have managed to stay strong?
I think just the fact that we have to constantly be communicating and we can't brush past things. That's, I think, what's been keeping us strong. Because if we just let things go, like, I think we would have crumbled by now.
Yeah.
Like, there's been some tough things that if we didn't communicate and we didn't talk about it, we wouldn't have been able to get past it. So talking and being able to communicate has definitely, yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. As like cliche as it sounds, yeah, the communication and all the
Yeah.
small things has definitely been the toughest thing. But similar to the previous question, like it hasn't really derailed anything because these are things that we knew were important from the jump, and these are things we were planning on working on anyways, right?
Yeah.
So I think it just helped us actually be forced to work on it because now there's a very, very big downside if we don't. So it's just extra motivation, I think. What has helped us stay strong is just realizing that, yeah, it is, like, we are on the same page. I think that's my answer, is realizing that we're both trying to do what we think is best.
Yeah.
Right? It's never you're trying to do this because you don't care enough, or you don't think you don't want to help out. It's that for some reason you think this is best and I don't, but like it doesn't matter. I said this in one of the earlier videos with the sleep training. I'm like, I generally don't care who's right
Yeah.
at all. It's my mindset is what's the right thing to do for this situation and for her.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care if you end up...
And for the
you end
long
up-
run.
And for the long run, exactly. So, yeah, just thinking that it doesn't matter about you and I. It's just about her at the end of the day.
That's like so mature.
It is. So mature.
Again, like, I think, I don't know what we were talking about, but, or if you said it in a video or something like that, but honestly, everything when it comes to parenting, like, all the cliches is so cliche.
They're right.
Like,
yeah.
literally, when people talk about you have to just do what's best for the kid, like, naturally, you just do that. And naturally, that's just so true. And all the little things, which we could talk about and make a video on, all the cliches as a parent, that would be a good video. It's just so true.
They are. Literally all of them. Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Right?
It's amazing though. It's by far like the scariest thing, but also the best thing. It's like yeah. I remember one of the early videos when we're talking about, have you had that moment where you're like, it snaps and you're like a parent? I don't know if I've had that moment yet, but like somewhere, I mean, I don't know when it happened, but somewhere along the first 3 months, it definitely happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, right, yeah, it's amazing.
It is.
I would, yeah, I would become an advocate for becoming a young parent.
Yeah.
100%. It's amazing.
What's like 2 reasons?
Honestly, just I don't think there is a reason. I honestly think it just happens. Which is why I'm saying I don't know what the moment was, but just how I feel, like just seeing her do things. And like I said, I'm saying this, and I don't even think we've entered the prime years yet, which is my point.
Oh,
like,
definitely
I think
not.
the prime things I'm excited for,
prime months. She's just
Yeah.
turning 3 months tomorrow.
like I think the things that I'm excited for are like the going to practice, going to sports, going to gymnastics, going to dance, going to 7-Eleven.
Like when they're a child.
When they're a child, like
Yeah.
that's why I would think I would enjoy it even more. But even now, it's just it's just amazing. I don't know. It's just you just feel it.
It's just so cool because, like, well, even just like right now in the last 2 weeks, like, I feel like there's just been so many things that she's starting to do that is like getting me so excited for the months to go on, for her to like learn how to crawl, learn how to say words, like, yeah. And like you were saying in the beginning, it's just kind of this like feeling like when you go out
flex,
and being
yeah.
like a young parent,
Yeah, it's a
and like
flex.
knowing like you kept the human alive, like, it's just, yeah, it's just really cool. I love it.
Do you remember when I was saying, like, either before she was born, I don't know if I said it on a video or just like to you, but it's like I was talking about, I wonder if I'll get my like kid voice and like my
Yeah.
childish personality.
Yeah.
Like I feel like all that just comes naturally. It's like you unlock you said this where it's like you unlock different sections when you become a parent.
Yeah.
Like we unlocked the kids section at the grocery store. We unlocked these memories. We unlocked video titles.
Yeah.
But even in myself, I feel like I unlocked a side of myself that I just didn't think I was capable of. Like, it's just.
Side note, when you were talking about that one question that I couldn't answer, because I just need the people to know that I love watching you be a parent. I love watching you be a dad. And just like you were saying, like when we hung out with your nieces and nephews, that fulfilled my heart in so many ways. Like in so many ways that it's literally could make me cry right now just thinking about it. Like it just, that's like that's all I needed. And I cannot wait for like our family to grow and for our kids to be kids and not just a baby. Like I love it. I love this, stage, but I don't know what it's like for that stage because, we haven't gotten there. Yeah. But just seeing you like play with them, and I think like that's all I was looking for in life. That was just the best thing I have ever seen, you playing with them. It just felt so
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
natural.
Just literally, like, I don't know, there's things that fulfill people's hearts and people talk about them, and I never know what that feeling necessarily was like.
I know what you mean.
But when I watched you that day, I can literally say that fulfilled my heart. Oh. Like, I felt so whole. Oh. And it was just, I don't know, it was beautiful.
It is?
Yeah. It was beautiful. And that's why, like you were saying, to be an advocate, to be a young parent, it's just, like if this is someone else's dream to have a family and like to watch your partner become a dad, and it's genuinely amazing.
Yeah, like I don't want to say if you can afford it, but like, yeah, it's definitely would recommend. If you could make it work, even if you can't make it work, if you think you're the type of person to figure it out, definitely would recommend.
Yeah.
Where was I? Was there ever? Nah, I don't like that one. How do you handle feeling? Oh, this is a good one.
Okay.
How do you handle feeling left out when friends your age are living a different lifestyle?
Ooh. You know what? I
talk your shit.
Had the short amount of time where I had that lifestyle. It was fun. I enjoyed it. But you know what it's like? Like, I think about it and I go back at those times and I'm not as fulfilled for those nights what am I trying to say? It doesn't fulfill me as much as staying home and hanging out with my family does. Obviously, there's times where I'm like, oh, you know what? Like, it would be nice to just go out, just be me for a night. And I think that's totally normal and that's totally okay. But I don't miss it at all. And how do what was the second part of that question?
How do you push through it?
Just knowing that at the end.
I guess there's no second part of it.
Yeah, but
it's just
I think that's kind of.
Yeah.
Just knowing that at the end of the night, when, you're partying and going out and going to the club and all that, how I felt that I wasn't fulfilled. The next day I was like, oh, yeah, man, that was good.
Amazing. Yeah.
That, it was just like, it was just like in the moment type of thing. Then, whereas a night here is like, do you remember last Friday night when we just hung out on the couch, ate candy? Like, that's where I feel like, so that's how I push past it, is just realizing like the next day or even a couple hours later, was I really fulfilled in those moments? No, not really.
Yeah, great answer.
It was kind of all over the place, but hopefully you got the gist of it.
No, I agree though. I feel like mine is similar. Like, even those are very like surface level fun.
Surface level, that's a good way to put it. Surface level fun, yeah.
I feel like mine, I'd have a two-part answer to this. One is I'm off social media anyways because I don't care for that lifestyle. I don't care about seeing that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, I never see that and feel like, oh my God, I'm missing out.
Yeah.
But when I do though, or if I do, because I sometimes do still.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember when we were in Langley and I went on a walk and I was like, oh my God, I was walking and I heard these group of young adults in a house and they were having like a game night, and I just always wonder, I'm like, oh my God, I wonder how it would be like if we had friends our age and we were just able to like go out and drink or like come in and have a game night. That would have been so fun. Like I wonder how that would have been. But and then I think about the other side of it, I'm like, that would have been so fun. But what we have and like what we're able to do, again, it all comes full circle. But I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm way more excited for when we get to do that as a family.
Yeah.
Right? Like I would much rather have a game night as a family, and I would much rather go out as a family. And I would much rather do this as a family for the people that I genuinely love and like I would do anything for. So even when I miss those moments, I'm just like, it's delayed gratification. I'm like, I'm okay on missing out on this because what I'm about to have in like 5, 10, 15 years
It's so much better.
it's so much better that it's not even comparable. So
Yeah.
it's like, that's how I would handle the how do you feel being left out? It's like, I'm okay being left out for now because we're about to have moments and memories that most people never ever get to experience. Right?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's hard for our generation to understand that, because our generation is not at all good with delayed gratification.
At all.
And that's a really good way to put it, because it's like, well, the memories that we're about to have are going to be so much better and so much more fulfilling.
For us. Maybe
Yeah.
somebody else, it doesn't
True.
really matter. But the other part of it as well is that you got to realize that, like, bro, your friends are pump faking. Like, they're not having as much fun as they think they are.
Yeah.
Like, they're going out to the club lifestyle. They're doing this. They're doing whatever. It's not as fun.
It's the 15-second Snapchat. It's not really what's going
It's
on.
literally the best way to put it.
Yeah.
And then they go home, like you said, it's like, okay, what?
Or it's like, oh, I feel so sick because
yeah.
I just drank so much.
Exactly. And the moments that I really enjoy and the messages that I really enjoy is when my friends message me, they're like, oh my God, man, I wish I was you. It's like, oh, like you guys look so cute.
Yeah.
Because that's genuinely what people want at the end of the day. It's like that family. And we're just lucky enough to seemingly have found it at this young of an age. So it's like, we're not left out at all.
No.
We're not left out. What are we left out of? They're left out.
Yeah.
How do you feel being left out? I thought you'd be asking them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel left out at all. Obviously, there's times, like I said, that it would just be nice to, just not have a responsibility for once, just at the end of the day. But I think that's fair to feel.
100%. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Good questions.
Great questions.
What's the hardest sacrifice you've had to make since becoming a parent?
Sleep.
You miss it? Yeah, I used to sleep like 12 to 18 hours.
Or, again, this is just like going back to that first question. Do you regret it? And you have those like split moments and split seconds. Sometimes I feel like I regret just like an alone time night where I can just
Like you miss those? Like that's what you like craving.
Not have a responsibility. I'm like, I'm gonna do this and go on TikTok till 3 a.m. and not have to worry about a baby crying. Or I'm just gonna take a bath and not feel stressed that after the bath I have to attend to somebody. Sometimes I miss that. But then I see her after the bath and I'm like, I missed you.
Yeah.
What was the question again?
What's the hardest sacrifice you've had to make?
Oh, okay, yeah. I think sleep is a really good one though, honestly. Even last night when you took over the night shift and I got like more sleep. I don't even think I would, because I felt like I was awake every time you were awake, but I just wasn't attending. I feel like I didn't even get like as rested as I did before, because I'm just used to that, like not having as much sleep anymore.
You overslept.
Yeah, exactly. I was under tired. I don't know what the one would be. But
I don't know what you're trying to say either.
yeah, me neither.
I think the biggest sacrifice for me is similar to that. I think we just sacrificed not giving a fuck. Like that's been the biggest sacrifice. Like going out or being able to do things and not caring about what happens next or what. Like, yeah, now you always have someone that you always got to be sharp in a way. Because at any moment, at any time, you might have to literally be in charge of somebody's life. So you can't just go out and not give a fuck about what's happening, not care about how you're getting home, not care about anything. It's just, you kind of sacrifice that part of being a kid, the freedom in a way, because now you always have to kind of be on guard. But
the other thing is, though, I think that because you saying that, like, just specifically being like not caring about how you're getting home or whatever, I was never able to be that person, to the not give a crap person. So I think that's also why when I think about having a responsibility, it was just so meant to be for me. Because even when I was, having fun, going out, partying, drinking, whatever, I was always the one that's like, how are we getting home? Are you okay? And just all of that. I was always the responsible one. So at the end of the day, it's like I was meant to always have a responsibility anyways.
Duh. What's a fear you had about being young parents that ended up not being true? I would say for me, for this one, is it's a fear. In the short 3 months, it's maybe just knowing if we're capable of like being financially prepared. Like if we're gonna be stable enough, are we gonna be able to provide?
Yeah.
That would be the main one.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't think it was ever a doubt of if I would be a good father or if you'd be a good mother. It was never any of that. So probably just financially would have been the biggest fear. Apart from that,
I think I agree with you. I don't know what other fear there would be. Just like, how are we going to afford this as time goes on, because, I mean, even now there's not really much that we have to pay for when it comes to her specifically, other than maybe, that like $50 a month on diapers. But it's like, yeah, I never feared that we wouldn't be good parents.
Yeah. Just made for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we both just care too much to be bad parents.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
Like, even again with the head example, like we just care too much to just let it go. Like we are both gonna do as much research as we need to do.
Should we explain? Because you mentioned it once already, but I don't think there's any context behind what we're talking about.
Yeah, you could explain if you want.
Okay.
Just stay tuned for another video. Yeah, in a different video we'll talk about it. Just say a head shape.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there any context needed?
Well, I mean,
You can provide a little context if you need, but there will be another video talking about the issue and how to solve it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But give it a little context?
I feel like I can't like give a little context.
He's gonna be like,
I'm just gonna like go down a spiral.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, I feel like we just both care too much to just be bad parents at the end of the day. Maybe we end up being bad parents, but it wouldn't be at a fault of our own not trying enough. Like it wouldn't be because we just didn't care enough or because we didn't do enough. I feel like internally we would just both literally die and not give it our all. Yeah.
Oh, I would die for her and you.
And me?
I'd do anything for you too.
Bet.
I would.
Let's find out.
Okay.
Let's see. What's something about your journey so far that you're really proud of, even if no one else sees it?
Read me the question again.
What's something about your journey so far that you're really proud of, even if no one else sees it?
I think just being able to manage this new lifestyle so well. Like it just kind of fit into our life like a glove. And that we were just, I don't know, like maybe for some people becoming a parent, it's also just natural. But I genuinely feel like we were able to just adjust to it very, very well.
Yeah. Take 4. Action.
This video is sponsored by the Gem Beta parents. If you're an 18 to 20... That was good though?
That was great.
Okay. I like the point.
Take 4 again. Action.
I'm sorry. You with that thing is hilarious.
Take 4 again. Action.
This video is sponsored by the Gem Beta parents. If you're an 18 to 25-year-old first-time parent, then we have some things for you. Link in the description below.
I agree. But I feel like the one thing I'll be proud of about the journey is literally this. Like, sure, we record the podcast. You have your TikTok, this Instagram. People see a little clips of our life, but they don't see nothing. Like, I feel like what we've accomplished and what we are accomplishing and what we do on a day-to-day basis and how we communicate, how we parent, how we handle situations. I'm just very proud of us, of everything, of our life.
Yeah, and this situation in general, just like taking the time to record a podcast and posting every Sunday since February has, because they just see us recording, but it's like, well, just before this, she was like screaming.
Yeah.
And
we've tried recording yesterday. Even the podcast last week, like,
was a tassel.
These are never, let's record. Okay, yeah, let's record.
Yeah, it takes hours to just be able to sit down and start talking. Yeah. And sometimes even if we do, we're interrupted.
Yeah, exactly. It's never a we start and it's just smooth. It's like, are we, literally, as I said in the beginning, I'm like, are we going to finish this recording session?
But we're still so dedicated to the work and so dedicated to, get this kind of growing more and things like that it's like, so that's a really good answer.
I feel like just us in general. I feel like, we just, I feel like we just got to give ourselves more credit more often because, we are doing, even like when we're talking about how we budget, it's like, in literally less than a year ago today, probably around August, July, we had no budget. We were using our credit cards, and then we literally at a switch decided we're never using our credit cards anymore. We're gonna be financially straight because we have motivation for it now. And since then, we haven't used a credit card. Everything in this house, like we've said, we bought with our own money from either saving or from side hustles or from you working at the donut cart. You working 3 jobs in BC. Like, every little single thing has been hard fucking earned.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of us for that. No handouts, no nothing. No rich parents, no hand-me-downs, no fucking nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's actually true because I remember, because I would say that before deciding to become, to budget, I love to spend. I still do.
Strange addictions?
Yeah.
A whole little section of the video to your strange addictions.
Literally. But just like to spend things on little random things like, I want this? Yeah, I'm going to buy it. Can I afford it? No. Mm-hmm. But I think when we decided that and I was like, okay, well, I have someone, when I was pregnant, I have someone that we have to take care of now. I can't be just spending. Oh no, it says low battery. You have to press it.
Good thing you saw it.
There.
Still recording.
But just to wrap up that question, I just remember being like, no, I agree. We have to, work on this spending. I have someone I have to take care of now. Mm-hmm. And after that, I just like stopped spending. And I remember like going to you being like, are you proud of me? Like, I haven't didn't use credit cards, and we said that we weren't going to use credit cards, and I just remember being so proud of myself in that moment because I spent a lot of money all the time. Hi.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of sacrifices. I said it in the budgeting video once again, but like even the simplest of expenses, like, you good, bud?
Yeah, she's just she has to make a scene when she wakes up.
I'm here. The main topic of the video. That was a good little power nap.
Yeah, that was so good, buddy. Yeah. That was so good.
Not even like the smallest of budgets, like the iCloud subscription or even my Spotify account. I'm like, I don't care how small of an amount it is, we're sticking to this budget and we're gonna make it work. And so far, hey, of course, God plays a big part. He's definitely been on our side, but thank you, God, for having favors, because we're definitely one of them.
Yeah, definitely one of them.
Okay. Perfect timing, because it's the final question.
Stretch it.
If we can finish it. See, now you guys see the behind the scenes, because typically she wouldn't be napping for that span.
Yeah.
So we'll try to record, but then she cries the whole time. But
is that bright? That's so bright.
Final question.
I don't know why he puts it so bright.
So you can look pretty like you do right now.
Thanks.
Exactly. Yeah. Final question.
I know, you just a couple more minutes, okay?
Yeah, it's the final question, bud.
Okay, go back to sleep.
Nah, it's bad time. When you picture the future, what kind of parents do you hope to be, and how are you working toward that today?
I just want my kid to be able to say, "Oh, my parents are so fun," and like do things with me, and don't just like sit at home and like show up, and just are able to like be active with them. That's what I want. And to be like the one, if once we have a son, and be like, "Oh yeah, that's my mom there. Yeah, she's the hot one."
What?
Yeah, I want that.
You are the hot one.
Thank you.
If your son says that, that'll be very worrying. If your son is calling you
Not
out.
in a weird way. No. His friends be like, "Oh yeah, oh my gosh, your mom."
Your 7-year-old's gassing you up.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. But what kind of parents? I generally just want to be the type of parents parents that are there for every little thing, whether it's to pick you up from school, from soccer practice, to take you places, for your first big moments, your first small moments, through arguments. I generally just want to be there, and just, even if we're not the fun parents, or even if you end like through the teenage age, your kid hates you, they just gotta know that regardless of whatever is happening, my mom and my dad will be there if I need them, and I feel like that's always my main goal.
I love to hear that, because I know that that's not necessarily exactly how your childhood was. And so just to know that like that's the type of parent that you want to be, is the one that's there, shows up, has those tough conversations.
That's the biggest part, emotionally as well, physically and emotionally, because maybe even prioritize emotionally more. Like, I want to have the talks. Like, I'm there. Like, let's talk about your day. How was school? Who's annoying you? Who's bullying you? I bet. Let's jump them. Like, I'm there. Like, you need me, I'm there. Daycare, boy annoying you, I'm there. Drop the Addy. But
I think just being those parents that our kids know that they can come to us, and that we'll be there for them whenever they need us.
That's the goal.
Yeah. I also want to be the fun one.
You think you'll be the fun one?
Yeah.
The fun parent, or the fun one from you and I?
Oh. I think that you might take over the good guy. I low-key just feel like that's gonna happen. And I'm gonna always be the bad guy.
It's okay. I don't mind.
I think that's gonna happen, yeah.
It's okay.
Or you're gonna make them think that I'm the bad guy.
I'm a gaslight.
Yeah, that's so gonna be you. Because even with her, she doesn't understand anything, right? I'd be like, yeah, your mom's the one that tortured you when putting cream on. It wasn't me, it was her. Like,
duh. I'm the snitch.
Yeah, you're such a snitch.
I'm a snitch. I'm okay with being a snitch.
So funny. Whatever, I'll be the bad guy. It's fine. Behind the scenes, I'm the good guy.
Yeah, be very, very behind the scenes. Like, behind the scenes. Like, at the script writing session. But that's the podcast. We got it done. It's Sunday. I'm about to edit. We got to edit this now and post it. Literally, what time is it actually?
Yeah, I got to make... see, what time is it?
Right now is 7:14.
See, if you had no responsibilities or no kids, it's 7. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna, eat something,
make dinner, watch a movie,
watch a show, go to bed.
Yeah.
It's 7. You have to edit, so you're out of the picture. I have to.
I'm scheduled.
Yeah, I have to make dinner, give her a bath, put her to sleep. No.
Yeah, but that's why you're the super mom.
No.
Because you do all that's.
I'm just kidding. I don't do it all by myself. That's such a lie. I'll probably do the bath, make dinner, start putting her to sleep, and then he'll finish. But no, it's with such teamwork. But yeah, it's definitely, it's like the night's literally just starting. Like there is so much that has to happen before we
now
get into
the
bed.
night can go two ways. She can either go to sleep and have a good sleep, and we can eat, watch something,
And have a couple hours.
Or the complete opposite, where she just cries from now till 11 o'clock and we both go to sleep.
And we're just in that room.
Yeah.
And we take turns eating.
Yeah, literally. No, like, oh my.
Take turns who gets to eat their food warm.
You know what we sacrificed? Eating together.
Yeah, that's
eating
true.
together and eating right after dinner.
Yeah.
We sacrificed that for sure.
Yeah, eating together is a big one. It doesn't happen very often.
But full circle, in like 5-10 years, we'll all get to eat together once
together.
again. Delayed gratification.
While we watch a show.
Yeah, Friends, because she gotta be cultured.
And talk.
Or like Fresh Prince, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know what shows while we eat when we're older. Like I want to be the dining room family.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And like on a Friday night, we maybe watch a show.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I definitely want to have like sit down, have dinner at like 7 o'clock type of thing.
Tell me about your day.
Because like I didn't really have that.
Hey, eat your greens.
You're not leaving the table to eat your broccoli.
Dead ass. You think I'm playing? Give me a phone.
Oh, we're gonna have so much fun.
Well, thank you for watching. Bye. You're gonna do your bye.
Bye.